what's the idea of the project. And the general idea of the project is to build a wallet, a kind of cryptocurrency wallet that can give out rewards. There are two types of users. There are users who want to reward other people, and then there are users who want to receive those rewards. With cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum and maybe some other cryptocurrencies as well, we have programmable money available, and it's pretty easy to program the logic how some people can reward other people based on their behavior, based on if they do something or if they don't do something. With our solution, or with a solution we're trying to build, we can automate the rewarding process. We can make it fair, and we can make it instant. We can make it automated. There are several use cases what I can see. But maybe the one of the simplest use cases is that a mom and dad want to reward their kids for not using their smartphone too much. That's a simple use case. So the smartphone can keep track how much the screen is switched on and how much the screen is switched off, and then a kid can receive rewards based on that. It might be vice versa. Maybe a kid is worried that their mother or father is not walking enough, and can set up a wallet or can set up a reward for lazy mother to walk more often and to walk more steps. So the wallet can keep track on steps walked and then retrieve rewards based on that. Later on, I can imagine we can feed in data from external data sources to this wallet. For example, giving out stipends to students. This process can be automated as well. If students receive good grades, a certain average grade in university, they can automatically get reward from the stipend fund. So there are really several use cases. We would like to start from the simpler one, or simplest ones. I have a general background of, I've been a business consultant in Estonia, and maybe 15 or 16 years already. I've consulted different kind of companies. I've seen several startups and several business projects failing, and some of them actually gaining momentum. So with emerging new technology, the blockchain cryptocurrency technologies, I can see that a lot of things can be done differently and in more user-friendly and more attractive way. So I have followed cryptocurrencies for 2 years already. Have had several ideas. None of them has been implemented. And with current virtual accelerator program, it seemed attractive to me that hey, let's give it a try. Let's see if we can find programmers, if we can find other people who are interested in this kind of project. And I wouldn't even call this project a startup, because this project can be solved as open source software project. We might need a company for that, but it might come out with that we don't need a company for that. We can have people supporting this idea. They can support it with their HackerGold tokens. Later on, they can influence the main decisions. And the people who support the idea, they get the stake in this project. And if we gonna build this software rewarding wallet, and people are going to distribute rewards to each other, then certain fee, let's say 0.1% of fee can be collected, and then the early supporters can decide what we're going to do with this fee. If we're going to have this fee, collected fee for further development, if we're going to pay it out as dividends, so this can be decided. Currently, it's just me and my idea, and I'm not trying to make it bigger than it is. If there are people who see this video and who think that it's actually a great idea and something big can be made out of it, and if they are interested, they can join the team. We can build a team and then to implement it, try to solve it. Maybe I would need the person who has experience with open source software projects, who knows how to set up and manage the open source software. And definitely it's good if this person has experience in Ethereum or other cryptocurrency software projects. And then if there's such a person, we can find programmers and we can start building the product. I'm aware that there are not too many Ethereum Solidity developers available. There are a lot of things that have to be done. The DAO hacker needs to be found, etc. So, but it would be excellent if there's a person who has experience with Solidity and we can build it as a Ethereum project. With user interface, I guess it's needed once we have the concept ready. Of course, the software needs to be user-friendly and the user experience is very important. I was also one of the early participants of this DAO formation, and then I had really high expectations for the DAO, and of course there was a lot of hype about it, around it, and it turned out as it turned out. And then actually it was Stephen Duell's tweet that I saw about this virtual accelerator and hackathon that EtherCamp is doing, and it's a different setup, and it caught my attention. It became interesting to me to see it, if it really works out, if it's possible as it's promoted, if it's possible to build teams around the ideas, to try it out. If we can find people with complementary skill sets, and if we can really build the software. I guess the expectation for this hackathon is to have some kind of proof of concept implemented. We can prove that this kind of software is doable. With this 4 or 5 weeks, we probably won't have a ready prototype that can actually already almost like work. So if we look at the successful projects, then definitely we can see that they have some sort of intrinsic value. They serve certain needs and they can be marketed. They are scalable. We can build ready products out of those projects. The idea, my idea is not to try to convince judges to give good grades, but it's definitely good. I'd like to test out what's the opinion of other people about such an idea, and if they're gonna back it with their votes or the HackerGold, the idea is good, if people think the idea is good, then the people will gather around it and we can implement it. So that's basically it. The idea can be found from EtherCamp virtual accelerator forum. It's the idea I posted over there. It has evolved over time a bit. I have given some thought to it. It's basically, there are like two ways. There are several alternative ways how we can build it, of course. And initially, I had an idea that we can build it as it can start as a regular startup company, and we should focus more on fiat money. But it would feel like we would try to put an engine to carriage, horse carriage. We do have cryptocurrencies available, a new technology, and we can build this project as an open source software project, and we don't have to relate it to fiat money. So that's basically it. That's where you can find the idea. You can upload it from there. You can contact, and also from Slack. Yeah, and maybe to wrap it up, I also say that if you find this idea interesting, just contact me, and then we'll see how we can proceed.